The 21-22 winner of the Lee County School District Teacher of the Year is Mr. Jonathan Chaney from Mooreville High School. Mr. Chaney, would you come up, please?
This would not be possible without the community we have in Lee County as well as at Mooreville. Before I was ever even approached by Ms. Dickerson and Mr. Bryant, I had kind of, we were thinking of different ways that we could still make things better at Mooreville. Having an opportunity there, once Mr. Bryant approached me, I was scared to death. I've been an inclusion guy my whole teaching career. Self-contained scared me, but it was also something that I've been able to get a lot of minutes involved in because of Special Olympics, as well as going back when my mom was an inclusion teacher and allowed us to help with Special Olympics. So it was kind of a challenge too, and I reached out to several close friends asking, hey, is this something I can do? I quoted McKinley Holland at Tupelo High. He said once he took the position, he would never go back to doing anything different. The reward is there. It's just got to be brought out of him. He asked me, I guess, my crowning moment this year. I don't know if a lot of y'all saw it, but when we took him to, gosh, I'm going to forget what it is, Celebration Village. We took all of our kids. In the past, there had been some kids that may not have been able to go just because of physical nature and stuff like that. But I wanted each of those kids to have the opportunity to create an experience that they haven't had before. And it was one of those things, the first day it was very guided. The second day we took our hands off. The third day there was 4 of them that excelled on their own. I saw them in passing. I saw them when we ate lunch. Those are the moments that we strive for, not only in self-contained, but in the teaching aspect. It's one of those of getting the kids to where they can be able to participate in things that they may not have otherwise. But I was telling Mr. McGee when he presented me with the plaque or the certificate in the hallway that day, when I was wearing sweatpants. But it was one of those things, community is what has made this opportunity for myself and my family. We would not be able to do it without it. There's been people reach out with, all we did was ask questions. Hey, if you've got an opportunity for these kids, let me know. There's been things we've done that I never would have had the opportunity to do without our community. And that was what I built my answers upon. I stayed with it. I stayed with that and shared accountability. It can't just be on us teachers. Our administration pushes us. Our community is what helps us strive. So thank y'all for giving me this opportunity to represent you. Thank y'all for giving me this opportunity.
David Rumbarger, President and CEO of Community Development Foundation, representing the Toyota Wellspring Fund, has a presentation to make.
In 2006, as we were nearing the end of the competition for the Toyota plant, one of the Toyota members of the team called me and said, David, if we were to pay our full school taxes, what would we pay? And I said, well, you'll have to give me a minute. I'll have to do a little calculating. So Mr. Bell and I spent a little time calculating. And it was going to be about $6 million. And so I called him back and said it's going to be about $6 million between 3 counties and the 6 municipal systems that were involved. And he said, well, what if we make a $5 million a year donation for 10 years to an endowment to better the schools in the 3 counties, Pontotoc, Union, and Lee? And we said, that'd be wonderful. Would you do that? He said, we're going to announce that when we announce the plant. This now, some many years later, continues to pay dividend for these 3 counties and those municipal systems that are involved. And today it's my honor to present the Wellspring, the Create Foundation, the Toyota Wellspring Education Committee that's now grown to over $50 million to you, Jonathan, as the Teacher of the Year for Lee County. And it comes with a $1,000 check to be able to spend. So congratulations.
Dr. Meghan Cates, the principal of Mooreville Elementary School, is the 21-22 Lee County School District Administrator of the Year. Dr. Cates has 8.5 years of administrative experience. She believes in the progressivism philosophy, where students learn best by doing, being involved in their education.
A goal of mine was to always be a principal at a school. Mooreville, when I looked for a job, Mooreville hired me 20 years ago. I think I'm in my 20th year. I can't remember. I couldn't even remember how long I've been married this year. But Mooreville took me in, and as Coach Chaney said, it's the community. It's you. It's the staff I work with each day. I stand here holding this plaque, but there's about 100 people behind me and beside me that I will wish they were here. I haven't told them because I was very humbled by this, because being selected by my peers, because it's not me. It's the grace of the good Lord, and it's the staff that I have with me. And Mr. Alsop interviewed me this morning, and he said, what are some defining moments? Defining moments in an elementary school? The hugs. I said, yeah, we're in a COVID year again, but those kids need hugs, because some of them go home and they don't get hugs. It's the opportunity when you've been working with a child for behavior, and you've been working for that green all week long, and they come to your office and they say, Dr. Cates, I'm on green today. You celebrate it, or when a child reads for the first time. So those are those defining moments for me. So I was very humbled the Friday that Mr. McGee came in and presented it to me, because all administrators are super. All teachers are super. So I thank the board, I thank Mr. McGee, and I thank my peers for having the confidence in me to fulfill this role. So thank you so much.